We at AFEX bet that the agricultural sector over the next 5 years will be a game of who has the largest data sets. We are at a point where Africa produces commodities at 1/5 the yields of other counterpart countries that have similar ecology. For us to be able to start to harmonize these potentials, we definitely have to go back into data and be able to improve both the genetic material of the crops that are being grown, be able to adapt our farms better for climate and the changes that we've been noticing over the decade, and then being able to predict price analysis and give farmers opportunities to be able to sell futures and forwards like everybody else in the world.
Technology is the answer to a whole lot of things. One thing that we are doing at AFEX is we are not just attempting to build technologies because we want to build technology. We are building technologies because we want to solve problems.
It also brings in efficiency and ensures that we can settle farmers directly for every trade that they do.
AFEX as an organization has 3 core technologies: the workbench, the COMEX, and the ECN. The workbench is an ERP. That's the system that we use to manage all of the different processes that happens internally.
Just like the name implies, Workbench does the work for us. We have ease of transaction upload, unlike what we used to have before, manual processes that were very Herculean. We now have very automated process. Transactions are uploaded on the field and payments are processed within 3 hours, just 3 hours of payment. So sometimes we even achieve less than 3 hours, which now helps to boost the trust system which we're trying to create on the exchange.
And it serves as the backbone for every other system that we have. This is the system with which we manage our farmers' data. It's the system with which we manage the disbursement of loan to farmers. It's the system that manages trade operations. And as a result, it means that everything that happens on the field and all our warehouses across the country will sit on Workbench. Now we have COMEX. The COMEX is a digital trading platform where securities can be traded.
COMEX was developed to create easy access to commodities marketplace and investment opportunities for people.
Every trade that is done is asset-backed, meaning that there's an actual commodity sitting in our warehouse in which the price for that digital product is derived from.
We then have the third system, which is the ECN.
ECN is our exchange communication network, which we use to facilitate communication in our ecosystem. Basically, what ECN does is to help make sure that multiple systems talk to each other in an efficient manner. So when a buyer of commodities goes on COMEX and says, I want to buy 10 metric tons of commodity, for you to buy, you need money, right? So the ECN checks if you truly have the money. Once you have the money and there's a party that is willing to sell, ECN also checks that that person has the commodity they want to sell. Once ECN validates that those 2 conditions have been met, the matching engine subsystem on ECN then matches the trade and then transaction happen. All of this happened within microseconds. So summary, ECN facilitates the buying and selling of commodities in an efficient and transparent manner.
One of the core of what we do is to make a lot of research before putting our foot forward and attempting to provide a solution. So our strategy and our structure ensures that we are able to make this much research and then be able to adopt and adapt the learnings from the researches that we are making.
Fundamentally, what technology and data will bring is the capacity for people to be able to measure, manage, and price risk of agriculture. We think that with better data, visibility, availability, and analytics, people will be able to unlock a lot more capital for the agricultural sector.